Vans Warped Tour with the Flatliners.
Woo!
Scott and Chris. First things first.
Good to be here.
I have a bone to pick with you guys. How fucking dare you come out with an album that tops one of my favorite albums of all time? The Great Awake was amazing. Amazing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Cavalcade is so much better. Even it blew my mind. Like, I have no idea how you guys pulled it off.
Well, what happened was, you know, like a lot of hip hop, like people will like get people to ghostwrite songs.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yep.
So we did.
Like let me think here.
We got Brian Adams to write some of those tracks, and
Anne Murray and Alanis Morissette and the Guess Who.
Just kept it in Canada. It was all Canada.
yes,
Everybody. No, we're just honestly just so good. So I mean, like, it's how it works.
It's true. You guys are amazing. This is your second album out on Fat Records. You guys have toured with NoFX. You know, you've been given a lot of attention.
like 5 times.
Yeah, you know. But like, you know.
We'll stop.
Right. No, dude, it's fine. I'm an asshole too. You know, you guys have to be pleased with the attention that Fat's giving you, right?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, like, at this point, now having been on the label for, I want to say 3.5 years or so, like, it just feels like we're working with friends, you know? Like, it's really, really mellow, really easygoing, and like the whole process of figuring out like records and even like 7 inches and cool things like that, it's like super easy. So it's cool. It's really fun.
I can't wait to hear that turned out. So back to Cavalcade. You know, one of the standout tracks on the album is "He Was a Jazz Man." Can you give me a little bit of backstory
Ooh.
about what that's like? That's an incredible song.
Thank you. I don't know. We just kind of we've always been really stoked on reggae bands, and you know, we started off as a ska band, so we still have that in us, obviously. So I think we were just really extra stoned one day, and we wrote that instead of a really fast one. We might have wrote it differently, but then like, you know, we're just so out of it that we slowed it down a lot. So
It was supposed to be like a skate punk song, and then just it turned into this awesome slow reggae.
we were just really tired, so it just turned into a reggae jam instead.
Yeah, the whole I like that. The whole like the lyrics behind the song are like one of probably the most like angrier songs on the album, which is strange because it's like one of like the like catchiest, or not catchiest, but like
it's dancey and
yeah, it's like the chorus is so like
What are you so angry about?
sounding, but it's like it just came from a spot where like after like a couple years of being on the road and stuff, we were like always learning about like friends and family members basically like becoming really sick, and a lot of them started to die, and it was like really, I mean, like, you know, everyone goes through that like that point in their life where they grow up a little bit, and like, you know, all their like, you know, your grandparents and everything, and like, you know, that like I think everyone hits a point where like a lot of people that they know in their lives start to disappear, you know, for like in a completely natural way, of course, like death. And like that song specifically was written from like a really like just hopeless like frame of mind, you know, thinking like, if it happens all the time, and it's been happening all the time and way too much, then like what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, and all this stuff. And obviously that's not how we actually feel about life. But like, just, you know, I feel like Joe Strummer said this one time, and I think it's really accurate about writing songs, is that songs and the meaning behind songs only really make sense in the moment they're written. And after that, they're completely open to interpretation, and the meanings will change and all this stuff. You know what I mean? Everyone's going to have their own spin on things. So, but in that moment when that song was written, that's kind of how I felt, you know?
It's cool. Well, I'm glad I asked. You know, that's the one I sing to in the car constantly. Me and my girlfriend both are really, really big on that song.
I can barely sing it, so I'm glad you can sing it.
All right, well, just call me up when you go on the stage.
I will.
Just be like, yo, where's Dan Berg at? And I'll help you out.
Done.
But yeah, so after the Warped Tour wraps, you guys pretty much go right into a tour with the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Yeah, we have about a month off before that, but
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
It should be nice.
And we'll be catching you in Philly, hopefully. Are you guys pumped for the tour? Is there anything you're looking forward to specifically? This is your first time touring with them.
Yeah, we grew up on the Boss Tones and whatever, so it's gonna be.
Bottle Rocket are going to be on it too, and those guys are very rad and wicked bands.
We've been trying to tour with them for like a while. We've been talking to each other like here and there about doing stuff, and it never seems to work out. Our schedules with Bottle Rocket never seem to align, but they finally have, and it's with the Boss Tones as well, so it's gonna be a really good time.
All right, well, thanks again, Scott and Chris, the Flatliners. Check them out. The new album is Cavalcade. I promise you'll love it. There's a whole bunch of publications that are already picking it as a front runner for Album of the Year, us included. So check it out. Thanks again.
Yeah.